Radical.
Moving on down here, they say most of today's gaming systems cost upwards of $500, and individual games can easily be $50 plus, even higher with additional content purchase over time. Okay, that is true. That is truthful. But also, an Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 is they're heavily sought after consoles that release actual current type video games for a current market that enjoys playing games that actually have, well, something to them, that are beyond flash type games. I mean, I get it. They're not lying here, but that's like saying, coming out with, let's see, one of the crappiest cars, Mitsubishi Mirage. Look it up. This new Mitsubishi Mirage is only like $12,000. Other cars are $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. These new Camaros, these new Mustangs, these new Challengers, those are $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. You don't want those. You don't want this car with the Scat Pack. Nobody wants that. You want this Mitsubishi Mirage. So they're not lying. I see what they're doing here, but it'd be funny if they actually had comparison screenshots for the new $500 systems, but I don't see any screenshots for the Xbox and the PlayStation 5 here. I just don't. Or even the more simplistic Switch, which is a lot cheaper. Like I said, $300. They don't show any of those screenshots. Players are encouraged to wear headsets as they play alone. I've never been encouraged to wear a headset. Encouraged to wear headsets as they play alone? Usually if you're wearing a headset, you know what you're doing? You're talking to other gamers playing games. Very few people wear headsets and play alone. Do not understand when you put on a headset, you're actually playing with your friends a game, or, playing with still strangers. I mean, do they think people just put on headsets and are just sad? No. The key of putting on a headset is talking to other people while you play a game, which actually brings you immersively more into certain games. Does Amico have these headsets? I don't think you have that function. Learning how to operate the games can take days, if not weeks, and competition is fierce, so gameplay is not enjoyable by those who are unskilled. Well, you could see and make an argument how the tank takes and the sharks and those games, biplanes, are simplistic and easier to learn. Okay, I get that. But still, being easier to learn ultimately means being less rewarding, because there are less things about the game, less nuances to actually learn. And I would make an argument that it lessens the game if you can't master it over days and weeks. But I get it. They're going with something simple, and they say it's not enjoyed by someone who's unskilled. Well, if someone's unskilled at video games, I think the last thing you want to do is actually give them a weird, awkward controller that doesn't even, like I said, really have any face buttons. I don't know. I've not played the Amico, so maybe it's enjoyable. There's people that have played it out there. Maybe it's very enjoyable, and it's something to play with your children's that might be really simple, but yeah. So this little paragraph here, it's not completely lies, but it's just misdirection, I would say. Oh, and they have a picture, complicated versus simple. Okay. They make that all seem complicated because they have a lot of different consoles and wires and controllers. I mean, how could that not look complicated? There's a lot of stuff right there, but then the Amico is simple. It's simple. If I'm looking at this weird kind of like space age type looking thing, I'm like, is that a controller? What the hell? Has a screen on it? It looks like something futuristic. What is that? How do I use that? What? I'm looking at it like, what? But then over here to the left, I'm like, okay, that's a PlayStation controller, right? That's a NES controller. I know those systems. I played on some of those systems, right? Okay, the Xbox controller. That looks simple to the left. To the right, I'm like, what even is that? Does it even look like a gaming console? The Amico console is in pre-production and not yet available on the general market. They keep putting that out there because they have to. It's here, but it's not here. It's just a glimmer. It's just a dream in Tommy Tallarico's eye. It's not even out. Making matters worse, there's a dark side. Join the dark side. That threw off my Darth Vader, that notification, you know? Now let's talk about the dark side. There's a dark side of gaming, and Amico is going to save you from that dark side. Making matters worse, there's a dark side. Today's dominant themes include physical violence, gun violence, adult language, and sex content. YouTube doesn't like certain words. And online gameplay where participants interact with complete strangers over the internet opens up players to uninvited preds. Wow, really kind of got dark there, didn't they? But they talk about the dark side. I think they're playing on the fears of people to get people to invest, which is kind of scummy. Already, they don't have the money for this, to put behind this, to release this, to produce this. So it's scummy that they're going to have a fourth start funder, invest, whatever you call them. They're going to have a fourth one, start engine. They're having this fourth one to try to, I would argue they're preying on adults. They're preying on adults, trying to use this as an example as to why they should donate to this cause. The cause of safe gaming for the children's. I mean, I just don't like that behavior. I don't like doing that to try to separate all this money from these investors on something like that. You know, stoking fear that, you know, if your children's play a Nintendo Switch, they're going to be open to all these different things and all these bad things are going to happen to them just because they played on a Switch. Okay, we need to get some numbers here and look at the numbers on how many of your kids have these bad things happen to them and put in these bad situations because they buy a Nintendo Switch. It's a scummy thing to do. And it shows a desperation that they would actually include this paragraph here. Used to be where if you had a product, you could show off the games and be proud of that, and that would be enough. That would be enough. And it used to be also, like I said many times before, a product would get released to market without the risk being put on the investors for a gaming product. But anyway, let's continue here. We believe these issues have driven families away from video games. Damn it, I gotta take another shot. I think half this paragraph is just talking about families and video games and families. Got to bring the families together. This is the only hope. This is the last hope to bring the families together. There's no simple unified entertainment platform all family members can enjoy equally. Oh, are you saying that this is a simple unified entertainment platform all families can enjoy equally? I don't think if you are an adult, you're going to enjoy Shark for more than a minute or two. I'm sorry. Adults out there, are you really getting hype over Sharky Shark? How simplistic are you as an adult if you're really hype over Shark? I'll just put it out there. You know? I don't think there's anything that like adults and their kids can really, other than maybe being outside and playing baseball with each other, maybe the sporting events, playing basketball. They should really put some pictures of a baseball and basketball outside and a football. Tossing a football with your kid, that's pretty fun, right? That's entertaining, but playing Shark and cornhole, that's only going to give you so many miles of entertainment. A unified video game entertainment platform that all family members can enjoy. I started thinking for a second, okay, I'm imagining myself having a little one. I would probably want to play Mario Kart. That would be fun. Like I'm just imagining it in the future if I had a little one. But again, not cornhole or Shark. There's a lot of Nintendo games where I'm like, you know what? These are very simplistic looking and bright, colorful characters. I think Nintendo just kind of nailed all of that. Nintendo does more to bring the families together than the Amico, this thing that no one ever release ever will. The solution. Oh, there's a solution. It's good to know that there's a solution. Meet Amico. Holla, hello, salami, nahalo, shinkababi, In whatever language, Amico means friend. Amico was designed and engineered by a team of industry veterans to redefine wholesome video game entertainment with a broad variety of family-friendly games. All Amico's games are free of profanity and violence, except the one when you're in tanks. And your goal is to actually shoot the other tanks and destroy the tanks. And when you're in a plane and your goal is to shoot the other planes yeah, I mean, violence except for, the games where you shoot at things. They are 100% family friendly. No, I would say more like 75, 80% family friendly. They really dropped the ball on the shooting. The hardware and software have been designed to make group or multiplayer gameplay easy for any skill level, even first timers. Let's see here. I gotta wrap this up. I think this might be a 2 or 3 part series because my Bandicam recorder, it caps out at 10 minutes. So if this is 30 minutes long, I gotta cut it 3 different ways. Simple, affordable, family-friendly entertainment. Games are rated for everyone or E10 or everyone 10 and up, with no advertisements, additional downloadable content, loot boxes, or in-game purchases. While I would hope the Shark wouldn't have any loot boxes, I would hope. And to ensure parental peace of mind, Amico doesn't need to connect to the internet for gameplay. Online access is required for new game purchases. And oh, wait. So they don't need to connect to the internet for gameplay, but they do need online access is required for new game purchases and some features. Meaning that if this thing gets released as a box and there's no online or back end, you need to connect to the internet to play all those games that you bought for $200. If you're one of these saps that bought the package of games, $200 worth of games in that package that they were trying to get out, then you do need the internet, but just not for gameplay. Okay. It's the worst of both worlds. Multiplayer games require participants to be in the same room so players know everyone. Okay. They're all in the same room. They're having fun. Television Entertainment has partnered with world-class family-oriented brands to bring family together again. Damn it! Bringing the families together again. Does Amico want everyone to be drunk if you're taking, shots? Is that what they want? People to be stumbling drunk? Whoever wrote this paragraph, they just kept saying, Tommy was like, okay, 17 times. 17 times you got to put in family friendly, okay? Work it in. Togetherness. Safe, affordable, fun, entertaining. Okay, what we do. Here's what you don't do. You don't do affordable. Because $250 for this is not affordable. I don't know what made you think that it's affordable at $250 and more, but it's not. It is not. Maybe when it was $150 before you up the price, and they might up it one more time, I've heard rumors of. Before, maybe $150 is affordable. But once you pass that $250 threshold, then you're no longer affordable versus what's out there, okay? Affordable compared to a Switch? No. Affordable compared to an Xbox Series S? No. Fun. I guess fun can be had playing video games on this. I guess it could be had, but nowhere near the level of fun that you could actually have playing on other superior consoles. Entertaining? I mean, it's entertaining to actually laugh at a lot of the games, I guess, for me.